All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yashah, Bashem Machakodash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders and GMS to give us his truth and all his purity. And salutations to all y'all can preaching this word throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and the truth. I'm the brother Yawasop, and the topic of this lesson will be touching, how, there won't be any peace. You have all these world leaders, such, as Putin, as you're going to see in the article, saying he's going to stop World War III. And then you had Biden, I believe last week, he said that, he's going to basically do everything in his power to stop World War III or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact title of the article, but, he said something around that effect, to where pretty much he's going to stop it from happening, but, that's not, it's not going to take place because the purpose of Yahweh Bashim Yashah is to, bring the nations over there to the Middle East region to bring about this Third World War, because this Third World War is, is going to signify Judgment Day, which is going to consist of, Yahweh Shah, who the world call Jesus Christ, using the nations to shoot missiles at each other, simultaneously, as he makes his grand appearance to the world, with the angels, which the angels are the so-called UFOs, so this is the Lord's purpose, that's purpose upon the earth. So without further ado, let's jump into this article, and the title is President Putin, I will stop the New World Order from sparking World War III. And this guy, Vladimir Putin, even though he's saying all of this, he's an insider, he's a controlled opposition from the elites, even though he's saying all of this, he's still controlled by the powers that be, which the powers that be are the international bankers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and so on and so forth, the 13 banking families. So he could say all of this, but they're the ones that's funding him, just like they funded Hitler. Hitler during, right before World War II, Germany, they were blamed for World War One, and they had to basically pay money, to repair Europe. They had to basically come out of their pockets because they were blamed for World War One. But the elites, they funded Hitler to basically, gather up all this military and all this equipment, even though they had hyperinflation, to pretty much come up against, the other Western powers, which shows you that, he was controlled opposition, because where would he get all this money when his country was suffering from hyperinflation, So it says Russia will do everything in its power to prevent the New World Order from sparking World War III. President Vladimir Putin pledged in his address to the Victory Day military parade in Moscow. Yeah, so he's controlled opposition, man, because when you look at this devil, because he's a devil too, Vladimir Putin, he's part of the BRICS, right? Russia is part of the BRICS nations, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and as well as dozens of other countries that want to join it. Well, when you look at their agenda, they say that, they want to depart from the dollar and they want to have their own currency, which is backed by gold and oil. Well, guess what? They also said that their currency is going to be digital. It's going to be a digital BRICS dollar, BRICS currency, that's backed by gold and oil and things of that nature, which shows you that they're all part of the same agenda, man. They want to be digital because ultimately that's what the elites are planning on bringing up on the world. They want to have the illusion of choice. They want you to think that, just because, hey, you might be you might be living in Russia, you might be living in China, India, South Africa, and them countries that decide to go with, that currency, they might make you think that you departed from the dollar and from the Western powers, but it's really two sides of the same coin. And it says, at the event celebrating the 79th anniversary of victory over Nazi Germany, Putin declared that the Russian military is always on alert and ready to defend the country's sovereignty, which is why um, a few days ago, I think it was last week, they basically said that they're going to use tactical nukes on NATO, because NATO is trying to get Ukraine to join NATO, and they're getting closer to Russia's borders. So Russia is on high alert right now, and they're not bluffing. you know. They might be saying all of this now, they might be all talk now, but eventually it's going to result into actual action, you know, where they actually drop tactical nukes on different parts of Europe, different cities and things of that nature. And ultimately, what's going to spark World War III is going to be um, Iran and Israel, as the scriptures say. Israel is going to keep taunting Iran to the point that Iran does something drastic to Israel, where Russia is going to have to back up Iran, and America and the Western powers, they're going to back up Israel, and it's going to cause these nations to clash, you know? So it says at the event celebrating I already read that. It says the West would like to forget the lessons of World War II, but we remember that the fate of humanity was decided in grandiose battles near Moscow and Leningrad, as well as other cities, Putin said. Yeah, so World War II, the West, America wasn't really affected by it. It was Russia that went up in there and pretty much stopped Germany, but America took they took the credit for the victory, but Russia was the main power that helped, stop World War II. It says Infowars.com reports the president emphasizes that Russia is experiencing a difficult milestone period in its history, noting that the fate of the country depends on every Russian. We celebrate this victory day and the conditions of the special military operations. All its participants, those who are on the front lines, those are our heroes. We bow to their perseverance and sacrifice. All of Russia is with you, Putin said. Yeah, so, those devils, Russia, they had the main part, to play in World War II. They're the ones that pretty much won the victory, but America took, the credit for it, even though they came at the end of the war, they took the credit for it. After Russia done already lost, dozens of millions of people, dozens of millions of soldiers, to that war. And pretty much they're the ones that really should be credited for stopping World War II, but America took credit for it, But, Putin is saying that he's going to stop the World War III, but that's not going to take place because according to prophecy, World War III has to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, so it says when they shall say peace and safety. And this is what Vladimir Putin is pushing out right now, peace and safety. Acting like things are going to get better. He's going to make things better. He's going to stop World War III. He's going to stop the elites from having a New World Order agenda, So when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. So sudden destruction is going to come. It's going to be out of nowhere. People is not going to be expecting the devastation that's going to come from World War III. They're not going to expect for World War III to pop off in their lifetimes. They always try to push it, down all the way to their, great grandchildren, saying that, oh, that's not going to happen in my lifetime. Maybe my grandchildren. No, man, this is going to happen in your days, man. The Lord said, matter of fact, I'm going to get that after. Let me finish this, and then we could get that. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Just like a woman that gets her contractions, It's suddenly, man. She might be having fun. She might be having some family time. She might be watching TV. She might be cooking. She might be, doing whatever. And suddenly her water breaks, Sudden destruction. So sudden destruction is gonna come, unexpectedly, man. Out of nowhere. People gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be full blown World War III. Stock market collapse. Hyperinflation. The goods that you buy on a regular basis, they're gonna be overpriced. This is how it's gonna come, man. You know, Sudden destruction is gonna come upon them, and as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So now let's get the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 22. It says, "Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth?" And this is what our people say right now. The days are prolonged, the vision faileth, ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble. You got Israelite camps saying that the prophecy is not gonna come to pass, man. Ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble. Or Jacob's trouble is gay, you know? So they're saying the days are prolonged and the vision faileth. It's not going to happen in your lifetime, pretty much. It says, "Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah Power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision." Yeah, so they're not going to be able to use this proverb anymore, stating that it's not going to happen in their lifetime, or saying that, oh, they've been saying this for years. No, because when it comes to pass, it's going to be undeniable. It's not going to be, no try to get around it, because people do that now, saying that, oh, yeah, you're saying the end is going to come, but they've been saying this from my grandfather's time, my grandparents' time, and look at us now, and things of that nature. Well, the scriptures say, "You shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days at hand, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision." So the days are at hand, man. The effect of every vision, of the last days, man. Which the vision of the last days are compiled in what? In 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16, Matthew the 24th chapter, Luke the 21st chapter, different prophecies in Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and things of that nature, man, going into the downfall of our people, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you Israelites, and, the downfall pretty much of Babylon the Great, Jacob's trouble and the downfall of Babylon the Great, so it says, "And they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision." So the effect of every vision is going to come to pass. "For there shall be no more any vision, no flattering divination within the house of Israel." So it's not going to be any more any vain vision or flattering divination within the house of Israel, man. You got these false prophets out, telling congregations false visions, telling them that, these churches, they're telling that, yeah, yeah, sister, you're going to get the house that you always wanted. You're going to get the car that you always wanted. You're going to get that dream job. That's a vain vision and flattering divination, man. So the Lord said, it ain't going to be none of that anymore. It says, "For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah Power." So in our days, the Lord is going to perform it, man. The Lord is performing it right now. We're seeing all these different signs leading unto, the downfall of Babylon the Great, World War III, leading unto what? The chariot sightings, It's many different signs that the Lord told us to watch out for. You had the eclipse that happened a couple weeks ago. You have earthquake in diverse places happening all over the world, and so on and so forth, man. Those are signs that Yahweh Shemashah uses to let us know that he's going to bring about the end, man. You see? So this is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse the point is verse 25, but let me jump up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna just jump up to verse 24. Ezekiel 7:24. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses, which back then, I believe was the Babylonians. The worst of the heathens, but the worst of the heathen now is talking about the so-called white race. The scriptures talk about how they are the basest of men. You know, the worst of the heathen, man. They did worse to us than any other nation have done to us. It says, and they shall possess their houses. So that happened back then, but this time around, it's gonna take place, during their newer order agenda, man. Which gives them the right to take over any house, any property, uh, any oil, gas or whatever you name it. They have the control of that, man. That's in executive orders that they could just confiscate whatever you own. You know, so it says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. So the pomp of the strong is the pride of the strong. The pride of the strong is Esau, Edom. So the Lord is gonna take away their pride because Jacob is gonna get afflicted, but Esau is gonna get afflicted as well, man. The so-called white race, because the elites, they don't care about the average so-called peon white man. you know. So the Lord said their pomp is of the strong, he's going to make them to cease, man, and their holy places shall be defiled. Verse 25, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Yeah, so like Vlad Putin, like your boy DJ Vlad, like he's saying that, he's going to stop World War III. That's not going to happen, man, because the scriptures say destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So even though he's doing all of this to try to be diplomatic, to have, for the world to, have that good look on him, well, guess what, man? It's not going to happen. According to prophecy, America, Babylon the Great, it has to be destroyed by Russia, man, which is Gog and Magog, Russia and all the different allies. So it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So it's not going to be any more peace, It says, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor upon rumor. Yeah, so it's going to be more war news, more news coming, Israel is going to attack Iran more. Iran is going to retaliate more. And eventually it's going to resort to skyrocketing gas prices, man. And once gas goes up, the price of everything is going to go up, So it's going to be hyperinflation. So mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor upon rumor. Crime is going to increase all over the world, not just in the U.S., but all over the world, It's going to be different rumors, man. It's been rumored that, Russian hackers have hacked the power grid. I've hacked this, I've hacked that. It's been rumored that there's been, tactical teams from Russia that's been sent to, this part of, of this state, It says, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the Lord shall perish from the priest and counsel from the ancient. So, at that time, they're going to try to seek the word of the Lord. Like it says, let me get that. They're going to seek counsel from the priests. They're going to try to come to the men that have been warning about this, but it's going to be too late. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So it's going to be a famine of hearing the words, So you're going to have, these people that try to seek out the prophets, go to different neighborhoods that Bo's been prophesying at, go to, try to go YouTube it, but it's going to be unavailable because it's going to come a point in time where it's going to be illegal to speak the truth. So brothers are going to be taken off the corners, off the streets. Brothers are going to, have their things, their videos get pulled from the internet. You see? So they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it. So they ain't going to find it, man. They're going to do everything in their power to try to get some form of comfort, because the word of Yahweh Bashim Yashah is comfort. It says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Yeah, so, Israel is going to faint from not having the word of Yahweh Bashim Yashah, because the word of the Lord is likened unto water. It's likened unto food, it's likened unto bread. you know. So okay, that's it on that. Let's see. Let me get the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. It says, yep, it says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So even Yahweh Shah said he ain't come to send peace, because that's what, religion pushes. These different churches, they push out that Yahweh Shah is coming for the whole world. Jehovah Wickedness, they have these pamphlets showing that so-called Jesus, quote unquote, is coming to save the world. But that's not the case, man. He said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So he ain't come for peace, man. He came for war. He came for bloodshed. Exodus 15:3 says, what? The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Yahweh Bashimashah is his name. You see? So he's likened after his father. Yahweh Shah is the spitting image of his father. He have the same mindset. That's why he said, I and my father are one. So I came not to send peace, but a sword. So Yahweh Shah is coming to make war with the armies of the world. As his father came to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and the man's foe shall be they of his own household. Yeah, so Yahweh Shah came to sow division, because belief in Yahweh Shah, is it's a reproach in the world, to the point that, brothers and sisters, y'all know, you know, you in the truth, you're the only family member that's in the truth, and you clash with other family members, man, because they believe, different things. They might be in a church, they don't believe what you believe in. He come against you. Well, that's part of the truth, man. You know, the Lord said he came to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes, a man's enemies shall be they of his own household. Yeah, because they're going to have different incentives, man. Esau, Edom, they're going to have incentives, to turn in those that don't believe in the New Order agenda. Those that are against, what they're bringing out, pretty much they're going to be ostracized from society, man. And they're going to have rewards, in the form of, digital coins, on your CBDCs. And a lot of people, they're going to fall for it. So that's why you can't really, trust your friends. You can't really trust your family, because, they could turn on you, at a heartbeat when things get rough. That's why the scriptures say a friend may not be known in adversity, because when adversity comes, that's when you're going to know who really was on your side, because the ones, that ain't really your friends like that, they end up getting exposed. They expose themselves, they're not on your side. So that's pretty much it on this lesson. With that, I hope, it was edifying. I'm going to give all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh, Bashim Ashah, Bashim Achakodash. Peace and honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that give us his truth and all the purity, and salutations to all you Akim pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth and sincerity in the truth. Shalom.